Have you ever noticed that completely different situations can somehow leave you feeling exactly the same way? A different workplace, a different relationship, a different family situation, a different season of life. And yet somehow you arrive at the same familiar internal experience, feeling unappreciated, overlooked, responsible for everything, not heard, not supported, or once again wondering why you seem to be the one carrying more than everyone else. We often recognize repetition by looking for the same circumstances, but patterns don't always repeat in obvious ways. The people can change. The environment can change. The details can change. And still something within us arrives at the same destination. So perhaps it's not only in what keeps happening around us. Perhaps it is also in what keeps happening within us and through us. This is where continued self-observation can become particularly useful. Rather than only asking, why does this keep happening to me? We can begin asking, what keeps happening within me when this happens? What do I think? What do I hear? What do I feel? And what do I automatically do? And then we can go one step further. What am I repeatedly doing, believing, or allowing that helps recreate this experience? That question is not about blaming ourselves for what another person has done. It is not about pretending difficult circumstances are acceptable. And it certainly does not mean that everything painful that occurs to us is somehow our fault. It is about recognizing the difference between blame and participation. Because even when we cannot control what another person does, we can begin noticing the thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors through which we repeatedly meet that experience. Perhaps you often feel unappreciated. At first, the pattern may appear to be, people don't appreciate me. But when you begin observing more closely, you may notice that you automatically take responsibility. You rarely express what you need. You anticipate what everybody else needs before they even ask. You make carrying the load look effortless. And eventually, you feel resentful when nobody recognizes what it has cost you. The original feeling is real, but now there is more information available. You are beginning to see not only what is happening to you, but what may also be happening for you and through you. And that creates possibility. Because awareness and ongoing observation is not simply identifying how you feel. It is becoming curious about the whole pattern. The thinking, the emotional response, the behavior, what we tolerate, what we expect, what we repeatedly choose, and what we may never have realized we were participating in at all. This is one way we begin returning to center. Not necessarily by changing the situation immediately, not by suppressing the feeling, but by becoming able to observe ourselves while the pattern is happening. For a moment, we are no longer completely absorbed in the familiar story. We can see it. And once we can see it, a different response becomes possible. So the next time you find yourself thinking, "Here we go again," perhaps stay with that moment a little longer and ask, what am I repeatedly doing, believing, or allowing that helps recreate this experience? Because sometimes the most important part of a repeating pattern is not that life keeps bringing us the same situation. It is that life keeps giving us another opportunity to see what we may be bringing with us and what we can perhaps do differently to arrive at a new destination. If this reflection has helped you recognize something in your own movie of life, you'll find more free reflective resources at docjo.online/resources. And if you found this useful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to continue these weekly reflections with me.